Good morning. What kind of week have you had? Have you had a week that required a lot of stress away? You may choose to apply your stress away right now. Have you had a week that brought clarity? Many of us find clarity from one moment to another and in certain oils. Have you had a week that required a lot of valor, courage to move forward, courage to be who you were created to be? Well, whatever kind of week you've had, let's just grab whatever essential oil or blend you have close by. I'm going to begin mine with Sacred Mountain, as always, while we change the energy with the sounding of the bowls. Just intend that this energy be changed. So, good morning and happy Sunday. The top of the hour is here, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about how this title, the title and what it meant to me and how it has changed. The title of a very major turning point in my life was the 2002 convention in Salt Lake City. That was the convention that was called Creating Something to Believe in. The words that came to me when I was thinking about this video was creating something you believe in. So, going back to that convention, can anyone guess what blends? There were two blends that were introduced and one new single oil, which is in both of those blends. Can anyone guess the names of those two blends? They are still here today. Well, obviously, if you guessed believe, definitely that was one of the two blends. That is when I really understood the most important concept in anything that we attempt to do, and that is our belief. Our belief that we can do it, our belief in the energy behind the actual process, our belief in where we are going. How often do we attempt to do something because we feel we should do it? We feel it is expected of us. we feel it's something we've done before, so we might as well do it again. Am I speaking to anyone? You don't have to raise your hand or anything. But this is a totally different concept. Something you personally are committed to because you believe in it. Wow. I'm going to take a believe shower right now. If you happen to have believe, you may choose to do that. The other blend that was introduced in 2002 at the convention, does anyone have an idea? I can't read all of the comments. However, if you were thinking gratitude for what you are, for where you are, for where you're going. Gratitude for the little things. This past year has offered an opportunity for most of us to truly reevaluate. Now, this is what really hit me this week, because right after last Sunday's video, I thought this next week should be creating something you believe in. And on Thursday, we had a full moon. And full moons are all about release. I personally had never paid a whole lot of attention to the moon cycles. However, in Bali, everything in daily life, everything is related to the moon cycles. They celebrate and do extra offerings, extra ceremonies every single full moon and every single new moon. Of course, those are not the only ceremonies, and every day there are gratitude ceremonies. There are offerings placed in our home in about, I think it's about 18 or 20 different places every single day. And in Fuller Life Bali, and now also in the villas. We have many, many blessings of gratitude. And how often do we stop to think of those things that we are grateful for? We have the opportunity to create whatever it is we choose to have in our lives. I thought of this as well this week because so much is about the release that this should perhaps be the topic of the new moon, which is all about creation. However, the full moon is about the release that is necessary before we can begin creating. Okay? So when we hold on to all of those fears, those beliefs, those ways of doing things that we have done before, and are not open to the new ways, there can be no creation. And absolutely, we cannot go back and change the past. We can. We always have the choice to create a new beginning. Every single moment, we can begin creating a different outcome. Wow. In fact, I wrote similar to those words when I got up this morning and started my morning alignment process, my practice. I started writing. I drew my cards and I started writing. And what I wrote right here is, you can never go back and change the past. You can always begin where you are and create the outcome. Whatever outcome you choose, you can create. Well, this period with the Mercury retrograde that began yesterday, which many people feel like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a stressful period because communication and electronics sometimes get all tangled up and don't work the way they're supposed to. However, this may be a time to sit back. Think of all those R words. We can reassess. We can rejuvenate. We can look at things differently and then recreate according to our new perspective. We can regenerate our physical cells and molecules. Every single one of us has the ability to regenerate every cell in our body. Every single one. What do we normally choose to do? By holding on to old beliefs, by holding on to those stuck emotions, those blocks, refusing to let go, to release, refusing to change, fighting change. How much have I done that in my lifetime? Truly, truly, there's probably not one of you who's listening here has fought change more than I did. However, change is inherent in life. And the sooner we learn that, to be grateful, to have that gratitude for being in this moment, for not looking back at the past, for being grateful for where we are right now and making that choice to create an outcome that is positive, that we truly believe in. So, who knows what the single oil that's in both gratitude and believe is one of the single oils, but the one that was introduced in 2002. Well, it's the Idaho balsam fir, which is now being renamed Grand Fir. This Idaho balsam fir, that just happens to anchor that beautiful turquoise energy of compassion in the rainbow healing system. This beautiful glyph, this energy of nurturing yourself, nurturing others, allowing for that perfect balance of giving and receiving. Now think about that for a moment. How powerful is that? I used to think that balance was a weak state. It wasn't strong. It was just there. That is where the true power is. The power of balance in every aspect of our lives. And we have the choice to think, to focus on whatever we choose to do. And our choice of thoughts creates those outcomes. Everything begins with a thought. Thoughts are energy. What kind of thoughts are you pouring into your life? Stephen catches me if I say something like, I am tired, or I am annoyed. He says, that is not an acceptable word to come after I am. I am is what you are, who you are. It is those gratitude words. I am powerful. I am strong. I am creating the outcomes that I choose to have. I am creating a beautiful experience every single moment. So, what did I happen to draw this morning in my cards? Well, I always feel like these, my intent when I'm doing my cards is always, I have an intent because that's going to affect my energy when I'm selecting them, whether I'm doing it on the app or whether I'm using the physical cards. And I was using my app first thing this morning when I selected these, and I came up and pulled them out, came into my office. The first card that I selected was True Purpose. True Purpose. This is all about aligning, understanding, and aligning and accepting who we are, where we are on our journey, and where we're going. It has the 3 glyphs in it. It has the structure glyph, which was the second card that I happened to select, which is all about paying attention to our energy, paying attention to the flow of energy throughout our field. Now, if that sounds airy-fairy and is not like what you would choose to think about the frequencies running through every physical cell in your body. What we're pouring in mentally, our thoughts, are going to affect that flow. And if we're attempting to use the thoughts, the negative thoughts, it's going to negatively impact the flow of energy in our physical form, in our cells, in our organs, in our glands, in our bones, in every aspect of our being. So what are you pouring in to your physical form daily? What kind of thoughts are going in? Do we jump on and read the news, listen to the news, and violence? Or do we focus more upon the gratitude for what is in front of us at any given moment? The beauty that surrounds us. I have just loved watching some of the people posting photos of seemingly insignificant things. And I've watched photos that have been posted of artworks that most of the time in our busy lives, we haven't had time to really pay attention. My greatest joy, one of my greatest joys, every single day, because I'm here in Bali, is to go to the villas, watching the artists create out of seemingly nothing, out of these little seemingly insignificant things, creating items that are so beautiful, that have such gorgeous energy. So I'm enjoying that. And that is helping me to understand that my purpose may not be moving around doing, but more about paying attention to what's coming into me, to who I am, my authentic self. And then that third glyph in True Purpose is that release, that letting go of the fears. How many of us will not do things because we are afraid we will not succeed? How many of us are ever afraid we will succeed? And then what next? Suppose I actually succeed. How am I going to keep this up? All of these thoughts flowing through will actually affect the outcome. So, where do you choose to be? What do you choose to have in your life? What do you believe in? That is the key, and that is the actual focus of so much of our rainbow healing journey, our practice, our daily practice, the refinement practice, that refinement list, writing down those things that you choose to have in your life, and writing down those things that truly you choose not to allow into your life experience. It is a real awakening, and I am totally amazed when I don't look over my former list, but I write a brand new list every day in the things that somehow come out, the things that are more important at one time than at another. And I'm learning more about myself all the time, and this is an exciting adventure. So as you move through this week, just intend to have joy every single moment. This may be a blend you love to apply. It may not. But intend to pay attention to those things that you truly are ready to let go of, to release, utilizing this energy of this full moon that will assist you in letting go of those things upon which you focus that you choose not to have in your life. So remember, you cannot go back and create a new beginning. You can always start right this moment and create a new outcome. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I'll see you next Sunday.